Salutations. My name is Summer, and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. And we will see how this setup goes because I'm not using this light. Maybe I should, but it just seems like it blinds, and we'll just work with it. So I watched Kit's World earlier, and Kit had made a new book tag called Back to the Bunker book tag. It's uplifting books. So I feel like this is a tag that BookTube really needs right now. So thank you so much, Kit, for creating it, and I will link his channel down below. So Rolo is right behind the laptop. We'll see how this goes. He might just sit there the whole time. Okay, so this is, I think I already told you, Back to the Bunker book tag. Number 1, which book will keep your spirits up when world events are beating you down? So I am the type of person where when things aren't going well in the world, I like to escape to a totally different world. So I chose something like Charlene Harris, who writes, he is right behind the laptop, that's why it's moving. Rollo! Yeah, now he's going to walk on there. Come here. Come on. He'll be here in a minute. So this is a vampire series that is fun, and that's come on, little guy. Hold on a second. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, okay. That's what I need. I need an escape of something that's not realistic, something that will let me escape into a whole different, preferably fantasy, right? So I chose that. Number 2, which book provides useful survival tips for getting through these tough times? So I haven't really talked about this book on my channel. I read it a couple years ago, Hush by Donna Jo Napoli. And this is about an Irish princess that in history, nobody really knows much about her. So this author created a story. It's about an Irish princess who is kidnapped, and she remains silent on the trip. And her silence is how she survives, is by staying silent because of all these superstitions about being a silent girl. So that's one. If you have anxiety or depression, Let's Pretend This Never Happened and Furiously Happy by Jenny Lawson. On the cover it says a mostly true memoir. I love both of these books. I love hearing about Jenny Lawson's life and how she deals with all of her issues. I have a lot in common with her. So that's another survival, how to get through. And one more, cozy mysteries. Well, I don't think Agatha's too much cozy, but Ashley Weaver feels very Agatha Christie in a way. And this is I believe this is a second book. Death Wears a Mask. I'm kind of behind. I need to get caught up on this series. And then They Were None is one of my favorite books by Agatha Christie. So she's all about teaching you about survival. Which book reminds you what it means to be a good human being? There's a read-along going right now of the Mitford series, and I just grabbed this one. This is Home to Holly Springs, and it's later on in the series. But this is about Father Tim, who is a small town. He's a priest. Really, I feel like even though it's not realistic. It teaches you how to be a good person in a lot of ways, how to not be so judgmental and stuff. So I will link Angie's channel down below. I forget who, I know she's one of the hosts of a Mitford series. And they're doing the first book this month, and it's a year-long read-along. So if you are interested, I'll link her down below. Another small town wonderful book is Signs and Wonders. So that's the Mitford series. This is a harmony series by Philip Gully, and this is the second book I think in the series, and it's about he's getting back up here. Sorry about the shaking. He is a programmed Quaker minister. So it's about small town forgiveness, dealing with people who are difficult. Yeah. Oh, somebody I forgot to mention. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Question number 1, which book will keep your spirits up when world events are beating you down? Another person who, I know this sounds really strange, is Stephen King. Uh, he is one where if I need to escape, I love Stephen King. So I'm sorry. This was supposed to be with the first question with the Charlene Harris, or honestly, any vampire book will do. Sorry. This little beast is causing issue. Come here. You guys probably already know this is Rollo. He is a little monster. My cats are also what keep me feeling better, I guess, when the world is getting me down. Okay. Number 4, which book shows you how things could be if done right? And I chose The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I feel like the hobbits really know how to live right with their beautiful homes in the ground and their second breakfast. And yeah, they know how to have birthday parties, and I think the hobbits know how to do it right. Which book has the happiest ending you can think of? I can't find my Pride and Prejudice copy, but I chose Persuasion is actually my favorite Jane Austen novel. So I chose Persuasion by Jane Austen. Jane Austen usually has I'm sorry, I'm doing this because I want you to see what I'm dealing with here. He's horrible. Horrible. Jane Austen usually has happy endings. Okay, let's see. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm getting so distracted here. Which book reminds you what it means to be a good human being? Number 3. Right here, I have a book that I wanted to talk about of being a good human being. I don't think he was a very likable human being, but this is Dogman by Martha Sherrill. I'm right next to the cat tree, if you guys are wondering. It's about the man who saved Akitas. The reason why we still have Akitas. And I forget, yeah, 1945, there were only 16 Akita dogs left in the country of Japan. So he actually, when people were starving and they didn't have the food to feed themselves, downly dogs, he hid his dogs so that he could keep the line alive. So good human being. Even though, I mean, people were starving. So it's all how you see things, I guess. So I'm so sorry. Then we just did question 4. If you know, so number 5. Nope, we already did that. The happy ending was Persuasion. Number 6, which book celebrates humanity in the most beautiful or enlightening way? You guys are gonna have to go check out Kit's video because he does this. He does this so much better. Okay, so I have to say, Freedom is an Inside Job by Zainab Salbi. She is the one who helped found Women for Women International. And whenever I can, I sponsor a woman who's a refugee. It teaches them skills for a year. There's classes and stuff like that. So my sponsorship just ended last month. So I was sponsoring a woman in Nigeria. But I feel like she has really made a difference in the world, along with Jane Goodall. I mean, how could we talk about enlightening, like, just what she's done for the world, the environment, for every living thing. I love Jane Goodall. I can never talk about her enough. And I want to talk about Notes from My Travels by Angelina Jolie. I don't really keep up with celebrities too much, but I remember she was an ambassador for United Nations, I think. But she really does travel around the world and help people. So yeah, this is visits with refugees in Africa, Cambodia, Pakistan, and Ecuador. So, which book is a shining light in the darkness? I want to talk about Mitch Albom. This is the 5 people you meet in heaven and the next person you meet in heaven, which is the sequel. I love this book. I think I've read, I could have easily read this book a dozen times. I think it's wonderful. When you think about, none of us really know what's going to happen, but I really would like to think that when we pass, I feel like we do have loved ones with us. And I also think that we have to go back over our lives and what we've done and how we've lived our lives. So these books are very a light in the darkness, I feel like. Also, The Lovely War. I don't know if it's just Lovely War by Julie Berry. This book I thought was wonderful. It's a love story, and it's told by Aphrodite, and she is going. So it's going back and forth between this love story and then Aphrodite is telling it. So, and what she's going through with Apollo and her husband. Yeah. Okay. And then number 8, which book would you have everybody read? I would have everybody read Herding Cats by Sarah Anderson. I love her books. I laugh every single time. Sorry about all the shaking. Randall just came down. Mayfair just went up on the cat tree. So anyway, I love her books. She's so funny. And to me, she's very relatable. So, okay, guys. I am sorry about how crazy this video is. Hopefully everybody else who does it does a lot better job than I have. About tagging, let's see here. I'm going to tag the people that I am reading 100 Years of Solitude with. So I want to tag Noah at Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse, Danny at Spinelli Speaks, Christy at Dostoevsky in Space, Ami at Ami 1649, Una at the Codex Cantina, and Matthew at Mayberry Book Club. Anybody else who watches this, I would love for you to do it. Please let me know if you do. If you don't have a channel, please leave some of your answers down below in the comments, because even though you don't have a channel doesn't mean you can't, interact with these book tags. So I hope everybody has a great night, and thank you so much for watching.